One of the most common questions that we get is how much does a shade structure cost? And before I get into the weeds on how much a shade structure costs, I'd like to kind of describe what a shade structure is and what it isn't. Many people approach shade structures like they are some sort of scaled up easy up, like they are a larger version of what you might see at a farmer's market. The reality is that they're not a scaled up tent, they're more like a scaled down barn. So when you approach construction, you can't approach it in terms of a temporary construction like a farmer's market. You have to think of a permanent structure that is going to be durable and then build it to match. It is true that you can go to a Costco, you can go to a Home Depot, you can buy an inexpensive panel that you can put up yourself for a relatively low amount of money. These panels are generally going to last a season, maybe 2 seasons, depending on your application. That is not what we build. We build high quality structures out of high quality materials with significant warranties that are going to be safe, that are going to be beautiful, and that are going to last for an extensive period of time. Our building standards are generally referenced by International Building Code standards. These are the same standards you might see in any other building. These ensure that your structure is durable. Textiles have a minimum warranty of 10 years. We have a 4-year all-inclusive workmanship warranty. Everything we build is built to last. I don't want to build a temporary structure. I like to build what I call generational structures. We build all of our structures out of steel for maximum durability. Everything is built in-house using master craftsmen. All of the textiles are perimeter supported by wire rope, unlike what you can get at usual commercial quality stores. We also believe in making sure that everything is fair. I pay my employees a fair wage, and I make sure that everybody is compensated properly for what they provide. People are very important to the company, and I want to make sure that that is reflected in how I treat them as well. The biggest contributing factors to the cost of a shade structure are generally anchorages. Columns are the single largest price point when it comes to building a shade structure. The more columns you have, the more it's going to cost. Size and complexity increase cost. The bigger the structure, obviously the larger that we have to size our columns, the more we have to reinforce our anchors. The larger the structure, the more it's going to cost. The more intricate the design is, depending on how we have to do arms or ribs or any various cantilever systems, obviously the more it's going to cost. A simple structure, as you might expect, is going to be less expensive than a very intricate structure. We are certainly capable of building both. We have a lot of pride in building the very intricate ones, and we have done some amazing projects. Some of them are inexpensive, some of them are less so. Residential projects usually start around $9,000 for a fairly simple structure. Commercial installations usually start about $15,000 depending on size. Obviously, there are a number of factors that can influence the bottom line, but those are the average starting costs that we see. We do offer free virtual consultations. Most times I can get an estimate out by spending a little bit of time on the phone with you, viewing your property in satellite, and going over the ins and outs of how we want to build your structure. If you do need a site survey, we do offer site surveys for a consultation fee. Generally speaking, that fee is applied to the final invoice. If you'd like to set up a virtual consultation, please contact me through ShadeWorksAZ.com. If you have any other questions, comments, or any suggestions on what you'd like to see in a future video, please leave a comment.